title of our paper is Uprisings of the Communal Harmony. The main theme of the conference is communal harmony and nation building. So, firstly, I'd like to start with how communal harmony and nation building are correlated. Communal harmony today forms an integral part of the nation building. According to Maxted, nation building is a process in which all the inhabitants of a given territory, regardless of individual ethnic, tribal, religious or linguistic differences, they come to identify with the symbols and institutions of the state, and they share a very common sense of destiny. Now, there has been a drastic rise in number of communal incidents in the country since last few years, and firstly I'd like to tell that there are six prerequisites in the process of nation building. First is education and experiments, safety and security, a healthy and a clean environment of the society, prosperity, entertainment and communal harmony and hope. So all of the 5 pillars, that is education, experiment, safety and security, they all cannot stand without communal harmony and peace in the nation. Quoting what actually communal harmony is, E.R. Dubey in his article Communal Harmony, he writes, anyone is powerful till she belongs to community, and community has only one religion called communitarianism. A nation is strong as long as its citizens, they speak in one voice and they are willing to sacrifice their lives for the sake of their honor. Now it has been very rightly said that harmony is very natural, but disharmony is man-made. It is we who create communal disharmony today in our country. Now, India has been facing communalism since quite the last few years very much. If you look back, we see so many communal riots such as the Sikh riots in 1984 where assassination of Indira Gandhi took place. Then the Godhra riots, they were also one of the most devastating riots which took place. My main focus is basically on these two incidents which took place, because my paper also deals with, do we really have a responsible media today? Because media is the fourth state of our democracy today. So it is during these incidences, during these events that media comes up, that media plays a very important role, and it is media that plays a very important role in spreading communal harmony among the people, in instigating these feelings among people. So do we really have a responsible media today? And if we, yes, we cannot deny that it hasn't played a role in promoting harmony, but then we cannot avoid or overlook these two incidences where media, it played a very irresponsible role in spreading communal disharmony among the people. The very famous the Sikh riots which took place. Manoj Mehta, the senior most Indian journalist, in his book When a Tree Shook Delhi, writes, the media by and large went by the official line on the carnage. It focused on the happenings at Teen Murti Bhavan, where Indira Gandhi's body lay in state and where from people around the world had come to pay respect. So photographers were flocking to that place, and the killings that were simultaneously going on in the capital did not get recorded at all. It's bizarre but true. The act of media does left the people dismayed throughout the nation. Second, Gujarat riots 2002. Now Gujarat riots, they were the first riots in the history of India which were carried on live on television, and the people, they for the very first time they saw the horrendous images of the Gujarat riots on the television, as there was no mode of live coverage back then in 90s when the Sikh riots and the Babri Masjid fiasco that took place. Now at that time the media was just related to newspapers. We didn't have electronic media much. At that time also media really played a very responsible role. The sensationalizing headlines that it used, such as the plane was so torched the whole train, the plan was to torch the whole train, not one bogie, avenge the blood with blood, 10 Hindus burned alive in Godhra. So all these roles that media played during that time was really very upsetting for people, and they instead of promoting harmony, they created the feelings of disharmony among the people, which also led to these bloody riots. And I'd also like to focus on the role of journalists today. Now, journalists, they also play a very important role in as to how the news has to be presented before the public. Keeping in mind the increased frequency of the communal clashes in the country since the last few years, it becomes the basic responsibility of the journalist to promote communal harmony and peace through the news channels and newspapers. Now, they should not only focus in increasing the TRPs of their news channels or their newspapers, they should really focus on how communal harmony through their articles, through their news channels should be promoted among the people. And so, I'd just like to conclude, as we're running short of time, that media should really, it's really a very high time now, and media should really focus on its responsibilities and duties that it has towards people of our country. And I'd like to just sum up with a very famous quote by Charles Osgood. It was while making newspaper deliveries, trying to miss the bushes and hit the Porsche, that I first learned the importance of accuracy in journalism. So that's it.